Hello and welcome all you softball fans for another installment of YSN Live Softball. Akron Firestone Stadium is our site for this Division I state semifinal matchup between the Austintown Fitch Falcons and the Lebanon Warriors. When we look at these two teams, Lebanon coming in with a record of 28-3. As the Falcons 20-0-2 on the season. Anthony Wayne defeating Watkins Memorial in the previous game 2-1. The winner of this game going to be playing the winner of that game. In the circle today going to be none other than Sydney Watts, 19-0 record, .037 ERA, 287 strikeouts, 27 walks across 115 innings pitched. The lineup today for the Lebanon Warriors is as follows. Leading things off and catching, Reagan Vunak. Batting second, the shortstop, Juliana Gonzalez. Third, center fielder, Ella Tubner. The cleanup is the pitcher, Aubrey Smith. Batting fifth, third baseman, Kendall Allen. Batting sixth is going to be the junior first baseman, Tegan Ohl. Seventh is the second baseman, Ashley Simcoe. Eighth, in right field, Kennedy Yausch. And rounding things out at the ninth spot, designated player, freshman number 20, Sophia Scheidler. Defensively for the Falcons as follows. Around the infield, Abby Toth is at first, Caitlin Mitchell at second, Ayla Ray at short, Morgan Roby is at third. Then in the outfield, Ashley McLean is the left fielder. Center field is Kylie Folkwine. Out and right is Maddie Butis. Then behind the dish today, it's McKenna Hogan. Falcons donning the all-navy unis with white trim, block white Fitch lettering across the front of the jersey. And then the lettering and the numbering there as well. Lebanon in their maroon, all maroon unis too, with the white trim, white high sock look. The Canfield Cardinals in Division II were successful. They'll be playing in the state championship game tomorrow in Division II. Winner of this game will be playing tomorrow as well. All state championships across all four divisions going to be taking place here at Akron Firestone Stadium tomorrow. As we are ready to start, ready to get underway. Reagan Vunak, 390 hitter, 8 homers, 43 RBIs in the season. First pitch a ball, 1-0. Falcons lining up with Caitlin Mitchell way in on the infield. Set up almost a diagonal across the infield with Roby pitching as well. Standing back at the first base side is Abby Toth, the 1-0. That one missing as well, 2-0. Across the playoffs, we've seen Sydney Watts labor with her command a little bit in the early innings. It's when she settles down, gets into that rhythm, that she really becomes tough to beat. Falls behind, though, to Vunak, 2-0. Falcons, the home team in this contest. Lebanon, away. 3-0 the count, as that one missed outside. All the pitches missing outside to Vunak. Got to work through some nerves. First time Falcons have been on this stage in 30 years. The 3-0. That one misses, and a 4-pitch walk to lead off the game for Lebanon. They will start with a base runner. Set up Juliana Gonzalez, 376 bat. She also has 20 RBIs on the season. Complementing the 376 average, though, a 504 on-base percentage, so she will work her walks. Right-hander against right-hander. All right-handed hitting lineup for Lebanon today. First pitch showed bunt. It's called a strike, 0-1 to start. Vunak sits at first as Gonzalez trying to move the runner over. Watts kicks from the circle. The bunt laid down. Watts going to take it, glove it, field it, go to first. Caitlin Mitchell there to cover. Runner moves to second base, but now there's one down in the top of the first inning. But that sets up some big-time hitters as Ella Tubner next up. 533 bat, 5 home runs, 46 RBIs, 14 doubles, and a 610 on base percentage. Tubner, a sophomore. Swings, bounces that one. Over to Ayla Ray at short as throw to first, dug out on a nice scoop. Abby Toth for the second out. No advancement from the base runner. She'll stay at second. And that'll bring up the opposing pitcher, Aubrey Smith, senior. And Aubrey Smith, 544 hitter, 7 homers, 58 RBIs, 15 doubles, 4 triples, and a 632 on base percentage. First pitch runs low and tight on Smith. It's 1-0. Watts allowing the first runner on by way of a 4-pitch walk. Has retired the next 2 in order. Sacrifice bunt. Grounder to short. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Cut on and came up empty. That time did Smith to even the count. Falcons looking for their first state championship appearance since 1993. They're back in the tournament as well for the first time, but they made it all the way to the big game 30 years ago. Lost in a heartbreaking 1-0 fashion. As the one misses, ball 2, 1 strike count on Aubrey Smith. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Falcon faithful showing up in bunches today, filling a large chunk of Firestone Stadium. 2s across the scoreboard. Runner at second. Top of the first inning, Watts looking to get out of it unscathed. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, as Lebanon gets a runner in scoring position but can't bring him home. Watts finishes the first with a strikeout. We get our first look at the Falcons' bats at the state level after this.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana and I am why I'm proud.
What can you do on over 5,000 acres? At Mill Creek Metro Parks, you can discover unique habitats and wildlife, create memorable family moments, experience history, heritage, and park programs, explore scenic landscapes, take time to relax and be well, connect with nature and each other. Come see what's new at Mill Creek Metro Parks. Plan your trip now at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Bottom of the first inning, and in the circle for Lebanon, it's going to be Aubrey Smith, 17-2 this season, a 1.10 ERA, 137 strikeouts across 120 and a third innings pitched. She's going to be facing this lineup today from the Falcons. Ayla Ray leads things off, bats first. Caitlin Mitchell in the second spot, batting second. Sydney Watts bats third. Cleanup is McKenna Hogan. Kylie Folkwine bats fifth. Sammy Severn sixth. Abby Toth batting 7th, Morgan Roby is 8th, and rounding things out is Maddie Butis batting 9th. Defensively, around Smith in the circle as follows. First on the infield, Tegan Houle is at first, Ashley Simcoe at second, Kendall Allen at third, over at short, Juliana Gonzalez. Then in the outfield, left fielders Lexi Williams, right fielder Kennedy Yausch, center fielders Ella Tubner, and behind the plate today, Reagan Vunak. Falcons able to get out of that top of the first inning. Watts allowed the leadoff walk. It got him to second base on a sacrifice, but a grounder to short and a strikeout to follow got Fitch out of the top of the first and gave him a chance to try and grab a lead. Now here in the bottom of the first inning, Ayla Ray stepping in, ace of base left-hander, batting .545 this season, 5 homers, a .605 on-base percentage. As Aubrey Smith deals a first pitch strike, 0-1. First base umpire, we have a 4-umpire crew too. Dan Carnahan's at home plate, Max Smeltzer is at first, Jeff Overmeyer at second, and Scott Hellberg is at third. Over at first, it looked like Smeltzer was relaying that the first baseman, had to relace up the cleats prior to the second pitch being delivered in the at-bat. 0-1 the count on Ayla Ray. Getting her call, Smith, the 0-1 pitch. That one lined into the right center field gap. It's down into the wall. Ayla Ray touches first, goes for second. She stops in, pulls into second base. A leadoff double for the ace of base, and the Falcons are cooking with a runner in scoring position to start the bottom of the first. Ever so dangerous is the bat of Ayla Ray, a gap-to-gap hitter that has added power to her repertoire. Caitlin Mitchell now steps in. Nobody down, Ayla Ray at second. First pitch, it misses for a ball, in tight, 1-0. Yes. Oh my goodness, a healthy kids signing of some sort near the first base side where the Lebanon Warriors dugout is just collapsed. It's nothing like a metal sign, I don't think, but it's like it's some sort of either foam or a plastic of some type. They're saying, get it out of here. We're done with it. Count is 1-0. Ayla Ray's at second. Caitlin Mitchell in the box, trying to bring home the first run of this ball game early. Straight up defense, taking steps in both sides at the first and third base side for Mitchell as she swings and misses at a pitch up high. 1-1 the count evens. Aubrey Smith checks their first base dugout, looks on the wrist, has the call, 1-1 home. The bunt is down. Ayla Ray safely going to get to third, gloving and fielding that one. The toss from Kendall Allen to first retires Caitlin Mitchell, but small ball looking to pay off for the Falcons. They have a run 60 feet away, only one down, and it enables Sydney Watts an opportunity to get a run with a productive out. No, they're saying, actually, excuse me, they're saying came off the bag rather at first. Hold everything now, because Caitlin Mitchell getting sent back to the box, and they're re-giving her the bat. They're putting Ayla Ray back at second, so they're saying the bunt did not get down. Are they saying that she reached out in front of it? It's 2 balls, 1 strike, the count. So they're going to have to redo everything. So nobody out. Ayla Ray at second. Caitlin Mitchell again gets the bunt down, and this time the pitcher, Smith, gets a hold of it and tosses the first for the out. Same result in back-to-back pitches. Caitlin Mitchell retired, but Ayla Ray ends up at third. And now it brings up the bat of Sydney Watts. A .491 hitter, 6 homers, 22 RBI on the season. Right-hander against right-hander. Ayla Ray at third, 1 down in the inning. Tried to lay down the bunt for the suicide squeeze, jabbed at it. It's a strike, 0-1. Falcons looking to utilize small ball to get themselves a lead against Lebanon. Big gap up the middle for Watts. The bunt is down. Suicide squeeze play, not in time. Tried to reach out and tagged it. Aubrey Smith. Ayla Ray comes sliding into the bag. Safe at first is Sydney Watts, and the Falcons will play from in front. 1-0 Fitch. Gonna get a courtesy runner for Sydney Watts, and it looks to be the cleaner, Tina Montgomery, emerging from the dugout, taking over running responsibilities at first. Still only one down, but the Falcons are in front 1-0. And McKenna Hogan, time and time again, I've called McKenna Hogan the exemplification of hard work pays off. 442 bat this season, 17 RBIs, and also a .515 on-base percentage to complement that. The cleanup bat in the Falcon order, one of the seniors, will take aim for her first time against Aubrey Smith. RBI for Sydney Watts was 23 on the season for her. First pitch, a strike delivered to Hogan. It's 0-1. Tried to jab the bunt at it, throw down to second, safe at the plate, or safe at the bag, I should say. Tina Montgomery swipes the second base bag, tried to lay the bunt down, called for a strike after the jab. McKenna Hogan down in the count 0-2, but Fitch with another runner in scoring position. Trying to be aggressive on the base paths and approach it with a small ball. Look, as McKenna Hogan base hit could score another run for Austintown. Takes that one just a bit outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. As the Falcons getting one run across already. RBI infield bunt single by Sydney Watts. That played at Ayla Ray. That one lifted to left center field. Breaking in and dropping the ball out in left. Tina Montgomery takes off for third. She'll end up there. Runners at the corners on what should have been out number 2. But a mishandled drop ball out in left by Williams has McKenna Hogan at first, Tina Montgomery at third. And boy, oh boy, is Austintown cooking right now. Rachel Spalding, the multi-sport athlete, multi-talented athlete, is the courtesy runner for McKenna Hogan at first. The geologist, Kylie Folkwine, will now step to the box. Runners at the corners, still only one down. A productive out can double the lead for Austintown. Folkwine showed bunt, pulled it back, and no throw on the steal attempt. Rachel Spalding took off for second. They ate it, let her take it. 2 in scoring position, double play out of order now. Falcons. Base hit, could add 2 more. The 1-0 to Folkwine. She foul tips it back to the netting. It's 1-1. Anthony Wayne, winners 2-1 against Watkins Memorial in the previous state semi. And that looks to be a balk. They're calling for a balk. They want a balk. The pitcher, Smith, took a step towards home plate, then stopped. And that balk will be counted 2-1 now, the count, as they give her the ball. Aubrey Smith got caught up in between, and it looked like Tina Montgomery started breaking for the plate from third base. And just stopped on the step, did Smith. And it's 2-1 now to Folkwine. The pitch. Folkwine gets the bunt over the head of the first baseman. She'll be safe. Montgomery scores as Folkwine at the first base bag. Over at third now is Rachel Spalding. It's 2-0 Fitch. The bunt didn't even hit ground initially. It was a popped fly on the infield, but the first baseman for Lebanon, and Tegan Old, was breaking for the plate, and the bunt popped up over her head. Behind her, allowed Kylie Folkwine to get to second. And a runner now at third, another one in. 2-0, that one a pop as the catcher, Vunak, gave it a look, but couldn't flag it down. 0-1. The Austintown Bridge, as they call her, Sammy Severn. Or no, actually, excuse me, they put everyone back. Take the run off. As Sammy Severn awaits in the on-deck circle. So it's second and third again. That's the second time that a bunt has gone down, but I think they said that it was knocked foul too, and where it was placed actually was fair on the infield, but it was knocked foul. This one hit out foul territory. Folkwine keeps the count 2-2. So a couple of calls now, a couple of bunt attempts too, where the umpire said it was one thing and then quickly reversed the decision. Folkwine at the plate. So the lead still 1-0 here for Austintown. Still only one down in the inning. Folkwine with a 2-2 count at her on the plate. Third is Tina Montgomery. Second is Rachel Spalding, and tipping it back once again to the netting. Kylie Folkwine keeps the count 2-2. Folkwine a .444 bat, 4 homers, 19 RBIs on the season. Plays center field for the Falcons. And time called. Folkwine gonna make Smith hold it a little bit longer. Back in. Aubrey Smith's deal home. Swing and a miss. Big time strikeout, retiring Folkwine. And that's 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Considering what the plan was and what it could have been, runners at first and third with 2 home. It kicked just foul before the bag, though. That one liner first base side, but it's foul. Sammy Severn. Mention call her the Austintown Bridge, as Severn, 362 hitter, but a 446 on base percentage, batting out of that 6 hole. Runners still at second and third, but 2 down now. And Sammy Severn looking for any bit of outfield grass to bring some additional runs home for Austintown. That one lined into left, base hit. One will come home, rounding third. Here comes Rachel Spalding. She'll be tagged out at the plate, but nonetheless, Sammy Severn delivers with an RBI single, makes it a 2-0 Fitch lead as we get through an inning of play here at Firestone. It's Austintown Fitch 2, Lebanon 0, with the Warriors bats trying to form a response in the top of the second inning after this.
It's storm season,
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
and Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air,
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
online,
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
on social media, and on our app.
More pockets of rain as we go throughout our
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Everything you need to find a vehicle you love is right here at Greenwood Chevrolet. I'm Tracy, and I have the tools to make buying a car you love easy. Browse our inventory in person or online and find a vehicle that's right for you. Next, I'll get you approved for financing that works for you. Then, drive home in your new vehicle. I'm Tracy, and I have the perfect plan to help you drive home in the perfect vehicle. Find a vehicle you love only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Welcome back, everybody. Ty Bartell, YSNLive.com. Falcons leading it 2-0 over the Warriors in the state semifinal as a swing and a miss by Kendall Allen starts this top of the second inning. It'll go 5, 6, 7. Kendall Allen, Tegan Uhl, Ashley Simcoe for Lebanon. Kendall Allen, a .420 bat, 36 RBIs, a .500 on-base percentage as well. Takes it low and into the Firestone turf, 1-1. Fitch playing from in front, which has traditionally meant success. 20-0 and 2 ties on the season. I think everyone in Austintown aware of who those 2 ties came against. 2-1 the count. Kendall Allen knows the importance of getting a base runner on after taking a 2-run punch in the bottom of the first. The 2-1 home from Watts. Watts trying to paint the edges. Misses inside. 3-1 hitters count for Kendall Allen. Allen also 7 doubles, 5 triples. Home run also on the season. Baker's dozen extra base hits overall. Hitters count. The 3-1 from Watts. That one liner to third. Oh, right there, Morgan Roby. From bat to glove on a line, Morgan Roby takes it in. The line out number 1 here in the second. And it's a Falcon defense that so far has contributed 3 of the first 4 outs. And when you talk about the Austintown Fitch Falcons this year, it's been around 14 strikeouts a game for Sydney Watts. So the defense showing that they have the ability to back up their pitcher in the circle. First pitch, ball 1, 1-0. Tegan Uhl, first look against Watts. Pair of homers, 25 RBIs on the season with a .375 average. The 1-0, back even in the count. 1-1, top of the zone strike for Watts. Watts. Heel on the rubber. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Falcons looking for their first team championship on the girls' side since 2003. Girls bowling was the last team sport to win a championship, a state championship at Austintown Fitch High School. The 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Tegan Uhl goes hacking at 1 down low. Second strikeout of the game for Watts. 2 down here in the second. Out of the 3 major girls sports offered at Austintown, that's talking volleyball, girls basketball, and softball. No state championships for Austintown Fitch, so it shows the magnification of this moment, this tournament, and how much this means to the entire Austintown community and beyond. Typically playing in higher divisions, D1, D2, you got to battle the teams from Cleveland and Akron oftentimes once you get to these levels. And we already know how much of a gauntlet that is, too. You earn your way through the Division I ranks just like you do with any state tournament, no doubt. But the Falcons realize they have something special brewing here, and they want to try to capitalize on it while the window is open. The 2-0. 3-0. Runs low and a big favorable count now for Ashley Simcoe. Simcoe, 302 bat, but a .426 on base percentage. So another case of someone who not afraid to work her walks. 2-1 the count, excuse me. Check me on that. The 2-1. That one runs low. Now 3-1. Two down here in the top of the second. Lebanon trying to extend the inning. 3-1 count on Simcoe. The pitch from Watts. Swing and a miss through the challenge heater. And came up empty at Simcoe. Count runs full. Two down, nobody on. Top of the second inning, 3-2 count on Simcoe. The payoff from Watts. Ran it up high, no chase. Simcoe works a walk. Second walk issued on the day for Sydney Watts. And there's going to be a 2-out base runner and bring the tying run to the plate. And Kennedy Yauch. As Yauch on the season, a .342 bat, 8 RBIs and 2 doubles. First pitch, tried to find the strike zone. She does, 0-1. Little delayed strike call, but it was at the knees, 0-1 to start. The 0-1 offering. Ran it up high. McKenna Hogan, gravity. Had to come out of the crouch to bring it back down to earth. One ball, one strike, the count. Runner at first is Simcoe. The 1-1 home. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. Lebanon has had a base runner in each of the first 2 innings, both of them by way of the walk. 1-2 the count on Kennedy Yauch. Right-hander against right-hander. Watts with the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 3 on the day for Watts as they leave the runner at first. Through 2 innings of play, through the top of the second inning, Watts has fanned 3, walked 2, and allowed no hits as Fitch leading it 2-0, heading to their half of the second inning after this.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
House troubles can attack anytime. When trouble strikes, call Mighty Mike. Your hometown hero is on his way. HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace gone mad? Mighty Mike Heating and Cooling will save the day. Commercial or residential, 24/7. For quality service you can depend on, call your hometown hero. Call Mighty Mike.
Bottom of the second inning and the bottom of the Falcons order 7, 8, 9. Abby Toth, Morgan Roby, Maddie Butis. Abby Toth, a .472 bat, 5 homers, 20 RBIs. Swings and misses at a first pitch offering from Aubrey Smith. Aubrey Smith gets her call, the 0-1 to Toth. That one liner right field. Nice job by the second baseman on a dive. Simcoe for out number 1. Dive on the infield too. That one looked like it was going to get caught up in no man's land between the first and second baseman, but Simcoe makes the nice diving play for out number 1, retiring Toth. Morgan Roby has made the most of her opportunities. She's batting .500 on this season. Takes a first pitch, ball low, 1-0. Roby getting some more playing time towards the end of this season and keeping her in the lineup because of the way that she's hitting and what she's done production-wise. That one liner right to the third baseman on a line. Nice heads-up play, Kendall Allen. Out number 2, so great defense around the infield for Lebanon. Has the first 2 outs really quickly here in the second. A looping liner to second by Toth. A hard liner to third by Roby, but both found the leather of Lebanon defense. A first pitch strike now delivered to Maddie Butis. Butis tries to turn it over to the top. Butis also has the connection with her mother, who was a part of that 1993 team that made it this far. Swing and a miss, 0-2 for Butis. Aubrey Smith gets her call, the 0-2. Swing and a miss. What a comeback inning for Aubrey Smith, sending the Falcons down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second. We head to the third. It's Austintown Fitch 2, Lebanon 0. We'll be back after this.
There are 4 members of GoldenStringRadio.org that works for your sports network. Super Dave, Kristen, Scotty, and myself. And if you love our work at Golden String, Isle, and Purple Cat, you are going to love the soon-to-be-open GABA Camp out at Farmer Casey's Ranch in Coatesville Township. It has all the nice, beautiful scenery, will feature cabins, and a whole lot of other great outdoor stuff. I'm Radar Pavlov, and my sports network is your sports network.
Let's face it, buying a home is one of the toughest things you'll ever do. At Forever Homes, we are licensed realtors that specialize in representing our clients in the purchase and sale of single-family residences and income property in Columbiana County. We truly love this area. We were born in this area, and we pride ourselves on the knowledge of transactions, school districts, neighborhoods, and related services. So the next time you need to buy or sell your home, make it Forever. Forever Homes Realty.
Top of the third inning, and it's the 9-hole hitter, then the top of the order for Lebanon, who trails 2-0 here in this state semifinal game. Hello again, everybody. Ty Bartel, YSNLive.com. We thank you so much for tuning in on all the action here with this free audio broadcast of the state semifinal game. Winner of this game to play Anthony Wayne in the state championship tomorrow at 3 o'clock. First pitch, a ball. Sophia Scheidler, Reagan Vunak, Juliana Gonzalez, the 3 Warriors due up in this inning. Scheidler, 368 batters, 17 RBIs, a 463 though on base percentage at that 9 spot. Back even with a called strike at the knees. Watts forces the count to 1-1. With the count 1-1, the pitch. Another called strike, this time on the inside edge, 1-2. The count 1-2, the pitch, it's chopped first base side foul. Nice quick swing that time by Scheidler, able to get the bat head around and just clip a piece of it. Timeout being called. Scheidler at the dish. Steps out again. Count 1-2 on her. Top of the order looming for Lebanon. Fitch in front, 2-0 in the state semi. The pitch home. Called strike 3. Strikeout number 4 on the day for Watts. And there's one down here in the third. Watts making her trip through the lineup the first time. Struck out 4, has walked 2. But now the second time through the order starting as Reagan Vunak. Foul tips that one back. She did get a piece of it, but it's 0-1 to start. One misses, ball 1, 1-1 the count. The 1-1 from Watts. Got the outside edge, 1-2 on Vunak. Vunak walked in her first time up on 4 pitches. Dangerous hitter at the top, 8 home runs on the season. The 1-2. Just got a piece of it and fouled it back. We'll do it again at 1-2. With the count 1-2, still on Vunak. One down here in the third, the pitch from Watts. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Another strikeout for Sydney Watts. Make it 5 on the game. All of them coming here in the last 3 innings, and I should say 3 of them coming consecutively. Unbelievable stuff. 4 of them swinging, 1 of them looking for Watts today. First pitch to Juliana Gonzalez. Up high, it misses for a ball. With the count 1-1 on Juliana Gonzalez. 2 down here, top of the third inning. The pitch from Watts. Tried to frame it on the outer third. No call by Carnahan at home plate. Just got the zone again, 2-2. The 2-2. Taken outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The count runs full. The 3-2 swing and a miss. Strike 3. Sydney Watts strikes out the side here in the third. 6 on the day for Watts as the Falcons preserve their 2-0 lead heading to the bottom of the third.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
You can see these players, get to know these names, get to know these coaches at a more personal level than truly you ever did before. And I think YSN has been a big influential factor in bringing us that level of personal connection that we haven't seen any other company truly be able to do. If my legacy goes down as being the voice of the Austintown Fitch Falcons, I can hang my hat on that and be proud of it at the end of the day. My name is Ty Bartell, and my sports network is your sports network. Bottom of the third inning, top of the Falcon order due up. Ayla Ray hit a double her first time up against Smith. Second look now against the right-hander. First pitch, a strike delivered, top of the zone from Aubrey Smith. 0-1 to start on ace. Ayla Ray takes that second pitch off the plate and low. 1-1 the count evens. Mentioned Ray at .545 as a hitter, .605 on base percentage, second consecutive season of an on base percentage above 600. Just incredible stuff from the Falcon shortstop. 1-1, tried to turn on it, she hooks it foul into the first base seating area, excuse me. 1-2 the count after the foul ball on Ray. Trying to get a big out to start this bottom of the third. The 1-2 way outside opposite batter's box, 2-2. Falcons 2 runs coming in that bottom of the first inning. Aubrey Smith shut the Falcons down 1-2-3, bottom of the order 7-8-9 in that bottom of the second inning. That 2-2 just rolled over on it. Soft grounded to first, able to step on the bag as Uhl for out number 1. That'll retire Ayla Ray and bring up Caitlin Mitchell. Caitlin Mitchell's been having some kind of hot streak as of late. Came into today .483 as a batter, 16 RBIs, 7 doubles, and a .516 on base percentage for Mitchell. One down on C. Mitch. She goes swinging at that first pitch and cuts it foul down the third base line. Big gap up the middle for Mitchell. She's been going line to line a lot with her hits, so trying to play defensively to that is Lebanon, the 0-1. That one lined to left field, but it's hooked foul once again, 0-2. Mitchell just out in front of it a little early. She waited a little bit longer on that one. That looked to be a base hit to left. But nonetheless, the count goes to 0-2. Aubrey Smith working ahead of Falcon bats, and it's translated to success for the right-handed arm. The 0-2 from Smith. That one line to left, trying to straighten it out, and she does for a base hit. Caitlin Mitchell turns, goes for a second. She wants another, and she'll get it. Parks herself into the second base bag. Caitlin Mitchell has her first hit of the game. As Caitlin Mitchell with 2 strikes did a good job of straightening out that bat, pulled it back in, kept it fair down the third base line, headed into left, base hit. Now up to second base. Give her a double on that too. In scoring position, Sydney Watts has a chance to tack another run onto the Austintown lead. Foul tips it into the glove, and I think everyone in Firestone Stadium collectively with the ooh, knowing that as she barreled that one up, you might still be talking about that one not landing. The 0-1 takes all the way. It's a called strike, 0-2. The 0-2. That one hit out to left center field, a long way run, able to glove it. What a grab, center fielder Ella Tubner. Give her a round of applause. She went a long way for that one. What a grab. Second out of the inning and takes a hit away from Watts. That one was going to stay in the ballpark, but it was definitely a wall shot to left center field. But Ella Tubner got on her horse and kept chugging until she saw ball in leather. Out number 2, and now McKenna Hogan will step up with 2 outs and a runner at second base. What a defensive play, and Lebanon has been making quite a few of them in these last couple of innings. Critical for them, too. They can't really allow this thing to get out of hand with the deficit being 2 runs. And McKenna Hogan asks for time at the plate. Hogan looking to deliver. First pitch to her, pop fly, infield. First baseman Uhl says she got it. She does. Gloves it on a pop fly to the first base side. And that should be out number 3. As we're through 3 innings of play, Falcons threaten with a runner at second but can't bring it home. But wait a minute. They're saying I think another illegal pitch was thrown. So we found out that it's been illegal pitches that has been the issue on Lebanon's side. That's why we've seen batters being placed back, runners being placed back on bags. So the count is 1-0 because the pitch deemed illegal on the last one. 2-0 now, so McKenna Hogan back at the box. Caitlin Mitchell back at the second base bag. The 2-0. Finds the zone on the outer third on Hogan, 2-1 now. So Hogan gets a break, gets back into the box, and another chance to take a hack against Aubrey Smith. 2-1 the count, 2 down, runner at second, 2-0 Fitch here in the bottom of the third inning. The pitch. Fouls it off, first base side, out of play. 2's across the scoreboard. McKenna Hogan with the count even on her. Looks to add an insurance run for the Falcons. Aubrey Smith wants another clean frame, the 2-2, outside, 3-2. Shortstop going to have a quick conversation with Smith. Juliana Gonzalez just checking on her pitcher. First base is open. If Lebanon is the walker, Kylie Folkwine awaits in the on-deck circle if Hogan does reach. The payoff from Smith. That one lined into right center field. Able to glove it that time. Right fielder for him, Kennedy Ausch. Another nice play by Lebanon defense. Gets them out of another inning without any more damage done. We go to the top of the fourth where we have 3 in the books. Austintown Fitch leads it 2-0 over Lebanon.
Our score remains Fitch 2, Lebanon 0.
House troubles can attack anytime. When trouble strikes, call Mighty Mike. Your hometown hero is on his way. HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace gone mad? Mighty Mike Heating and Cooling will save the day. Commercial or residential, 24/7. For quality service you can depend on, call your hometown hero. Call Mighty Mike.
Reliability, innovation, scale. These 3 values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
It's the top of the fourth inning and the meat of the Lebanon order due up 3-4-5 as Ella Tubner leads things off, cuts on and misses a first pitch by Watts. It's 0-1. Tubner, .533 bat, 46 RBIs on the regular season. Also a .610 on-base percentage. Swings from the left-handed side. Right-hander against left-hander, the 0-1. Swing and a miss, back-to-back empty cuts by Tubner. And it's 0-2 to start this top of the fourth. The 45th annual state softball tournament here in the state of Ohio. The 0-2. Liner to left, it goes foul. Got a piece of that too and put a little bit of a charge in it, did Tubner. Couldn't keep it fair though, it's 0-2, the count remains. Anthony Wayne defeated Watkins Memorial earlier, 2-1. They've already booked their ticket to the state championship game. Winner of this game looking to do the same. Oh, tried to frame that 0-2 pitch on the outside corner. No call given. Tubner stays alive in the count, 1-2. The 2-strike pitch, low and away, 2-2, the count evens. A lot of these players on the Lebanon team have very respectable on-base percentages, and I think it just goes to show how they work their counts, not afraid to take walks, just try to get base runners and extend innings if they can. The 2-2 to Tubner. That one, slow grounder to second. Caitlin Mitchell got to make the quick play. She does. Abby Toth there to complete it. Out number 1 here in the fourth. Bring up the cleanup bat. Opposing pitcher Aubrey Smith for another showdown between her and Watts. Smith, 58 RBI on the season. An absolutely incredible number. There's Major League Baseball players that don't get 58 RBIs in a 162-game season. She's getting it in 31. First pitch, a ball up high, 1-0. Watts and the Falcon defense has been superb to this point. Looking for another inning of work under her belt, the 1-0. Fouling it back, 1-1, Aubrey Smith. Great numbers across the board for Smith as well. We mentioned her ERA, just over 1. Averages a strikeout an inning on the pitching side of things in the circle, but That .544 average, a .632 on base percentage. Really, really impressive stuff coming from Smith. That one took something off of it, threw a junk pitch, but lost every bit of command on it. Watts kind of floated that one in. Almost looked like a knuckleball. Somebody ring up R.A. Dickey. 2-1 the count. On Smith, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Said enough with the slow stuff. Let's throw the heater. 2-2, the count evens. Top of the fourth inning, one down. State semifinal game, Austintown Fitch leading Lebanon 2-0. At the plate, Aubrey Smith, opposing pitcher. Pitcher-pitcher matchup now between her and Watts. The 2-2 from Sid. Liner to second, diving grab, Caitlin Mitchell from her knees, throws her out at first. See Mitch, how do you do on that right side of the second base bag? Some fine defensive plays, and Caitlin Mitchell, one of the seniors on this team. You can tell how serious she's taking this game, knowing that she could have at least one more in that varsity uniform, and she wants to ensure that she gets it tomorrow. 2 down, top of the fourth inning. 5-hole hitter. Takes a first pitch strike, Kendall Allen, 0-1. Kendall Allen, another one of those, 420 batting averages, impressive there, but a .500 on-base percentage. A lot of these Warriors have on-base percentages that go near 100 points higher. Caitlin Mitchell again, gloves and fields, a much easier attempt, but it's the Caitlin Mitchell inning here in the top of the fourth. All three batters go out by way of 4-3 on the infield. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Falcons still in front, 2-0.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Your culinary adventure awaits at Legends Food and Drink. Experience a welcoming ambiance while you explore our appetizing menu featuring over 20 meals under $20 and over 30 lunches for $12 or less. Our private dining room seat between 10 and 20 at no additional cost. And don't forget our spacious 35-seat bar for your favorite sporting event. Book your special occasion in our elegant banquet room that seats up to 150 comfortably. Legends Food and Drink, a taste you'll remember. Market Street and Route 224 in Boardman.
We, of course, thank our friends over at Legends, one of our sponsors here on the network, and want to remind you that if you want to become a sponsor here on ysnlive.com, you can take advantage of that as well. Go to our page, ysnlive.com/advertise, for more information. Kylie Folkwine leads off the bottom of the fourth inning and cuts on and misses a first pitch from Aubrey Smith. It's 0-1 to start on Folkwine. Kylie Folkwine, Sammy Severn, Abby Toth, the three due up for Austintown here in the bottom of the fourth. Trying to lay down the bunt, Folkwine. It goes foul near the plate, 0-2. Second time Folkwine tried to get on by way of the bunt. But she sees herself down in the count, 0-2. Since that first inning, Aubrey Smith for Lebanon has just allowed one base runner in the last 2 innings against the Falcons, so starting to settle in the circle as well, and getting outs fairly quickly too, forcing weak contact. The 0-2. Taking low, ball and 2 strikes. Nice take from Folkwine. As the Falcons been playing from in front since that bottom of the first inning. Sydney Watts, spectacular 6 strikeouts through 4 innings of work. Kylie Folkwine tries to turn on it, hit it, and it drops in fair territory. A dive by the left fielder, couldn't get it. Kylie Folkwine gonna jog into second base, takes the turn to go to third, but just holds and pumps the brakes. It's a double for Kylie Folkwine as Lexi Williams gave it a look and a heck of an effort out and left. She went for the diving play to get a stop. I think it might have caught a piece of leather, but it bounces out of the glove, and a batter at second base now for Fitch here in the 4th. Big game, or a big reason why the Falcons came away victorious against Walsh Jesuit in the regional final matchup was their ability to add on runs after capturing the initial lead. They're looking to do something similar here with a runner in scoring position, nobody out to start this bottom of the 4th. First pitch, a ball. Sammy Severn had an RBI single her last time up. The 1-0 pitch. Severn takes, it's a ball, 2-0, ahead in the count. Severn looking to deliver once again for Austintown Fitch. Calls time, as getting the pitch call from the first base dugout was Smith for Lebanon. She's ready, the 2-0. Taking all the way, 3 balls, no strikes, very favorable count. This is going to force a conversation from Vunak and maybe a conference by the infield. It will. Conference in the circle, infield and Vunak talking with her pitcher Smith. 3 balls, no strikes, the count on Sammy Severn. Runner Kylie Folkwine at second base, nobody out here in the 4th inning, and a 2-0 Falcon lead. Severn already delivered with an RBI single back in the 1st. Second time she's been up. Taking all the way, she takes a strike. It's now the hitter's count 3-1. Beautiful day, 86 degrees, our game time start temperature here at Firestone Stadium in downtown Akron. The 3-1, Sammy Severn chops it up the middle. It's through the infield, RBI base hit coming around to score is Folkwine. Sammy Severn does it again, trying to go to third, gets caught up. The throw goes into left field, Severn stops at third. The Austintown Bridge allows another to cross to the promised land at the plate. It's 3-0 Fitch. Sammy Severn, her second RBI base hit of the game. Severn at third, nobody out. 3-0 Fitch and a chance to add even more. And this is going to force a conversation. Coach coming out of the dugout, talking with his infield, talking with his team. Also a conference coming in the outfield between the 3 outfielders. What a game for Sammy Severn, designated player. Your bat is why they want you in the lineup, and talk about delivering. 2 RBI base hits now for Severn, responsible for 2 out of the 3 Falcon runs in this game. And now Abby Toth can add another run with a productive out. Toth grounded, or lined out, I should say, to second, her first time up. First pitch to Toth. High and tight, Toth gets out of the way. 1-0. Toth steps back in. 1-0 the count on her. Sammy Severn at third. The pitch, pop up on the infield. This should keep the runner at third. Over at first base, able to make the play. Tegan Uhl out number 1, retiring Toth. Now put the bat in the hands of Morgan Roby. Good contact hitter. She's going to look to try to get something in play, either on the ground or in the outfield. Lined out to third, her first time up. The first pitch. Roby takes it low for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. That one a pop up on the infield. Second baseman able to grab it that time. Nice back-to-back outs by Aubrey Smith, getting pop flies on the infield. Ashley Simcoe takes care of that one. 2 away. And now Maddie Butis. Looks like they're going to get pinch hitter for her, and it's going to be Tina Montgomery, the cleaner, going to get her first at-bat here in the state semifinal. She's going to look to try to turn it over to the top of the order in Ayla Ray. Montgomery, 4 home runs on the season, shade under 400 for an average. Brings some power and pop with that bat. Big home run came in a grand slam home run against the champion Flashes earlier this season. Montgomery swings and misses at the first pitch. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Chopper to third base, gloving, fielding, strong throw across the diamond by Kendall Allen for out number 3. But Sammy Severn comes through once again for the Falcons, her second RBI base hit in this state semifinal game. We get through 4 innings here at Firestone with the Austintown Fitch Falcons leading it 3-0 over the Lebanon Warriors. To the top of the 5th we go after this.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
I love the customers, interacting with customers, basically just being there even after the sale. If they have a question or if they have a problem with their vehicle, I'm here to help them make an educated decision. I'm here to educate them on their buying a car. I'm Frank Mascara, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you.
Here in the top of the 5th inning, Sydney Watts back out for the Falcons, now with a 3-0 lead. As in the order, she's going to be facing 6, 7, 8 in the Lebanon order. Tegan Uhl to lead things off here in the 5th. As Tegan Uhl takes a first pitch, it misses for a ball, 1-0. Watts has struck out 6 to this point, 5 of them swinging. She's walked 2 through 4 innings of work. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Another empty swing drawn up by Watts against Lebanon bats. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back empty swings has Uhl down in the count, 1-2. Lebanon looking for some offense. The 1-2 to Uhl. Chopper first base side. Abby Toth takes the slow grounder, steps on the bag for out number 1. The Warriors, state runners up 3 times they've been to the state championship scene in 2017, 2015, and 2012. 2017 also their most recent time in the state semifinals as well. Now the first pitch, a strike delivered to Ashley Simcoe, 0-1. Ashley Simcoe and Kennedy Yauch, the next two due up here in the 5th for Lebanon. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Ashley Simcoe falls behind, 0-2. A strike located and a strike swung on. 0-2 ahead in the count is Sydney Watts. The 0-2. Just a bit inside and low. A ball and 2 strikes the count. Lebanon beating West Carrollton, Riverside Stebbins, Beaver Creek, Hamilton, Miamisburg, and Fairfield to get to this point. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 7 for Watts, retiring Simcoe on the K, and 2 down here in the 5th. The Falcons beating Ashtabula Lakeside, Madison, Mentor, Berea Mid-Park, and Walsh Jesuit to get to this state semifinal scene.
The right fielder, number 16, Kennedy Yauch.
As Kennedy Yauch struck out her first time up. Fouls off that first pitch, 0-1. Watts trying to post another scoreless frame here in the 5th. Falcons leading it 3-0. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 to start. Stepping back into the box, Kennedy Yauch. 7 strikeouts on this game for Wasp. 0-2 against Youts. The 0-2. Taken up high, ball and 2 strikes. Kennedy Yauch stays alive and lives to see another pitch. Defense has been great behind Watts, especially over at that second base side. Caitlin Mitchell has made some fine plays over at second to keep some would-be hits or base runners off of the base path. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Sydney Watts gets her 8th of the game. 7th swinging through the 5th inning she goes, sending it to the Falcons, bottom half of the 5th. Fitch still leading it 3-0, still looks to add runs in the bottom half of the inning coming up.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun, it all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
We know when it comes to insurance, you have so many choices. But if you're looking for someone who lives in your community, someone who cheers for your community, and someone who works for your community like you're part of our family, well then please let us introduce ourselves. Hi, we're Heiner Insurance. How can we help?
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
It's the bottom of the 5th inning, and the top of the Fitch order is due up. Ayla Ray, Caitlin Mitchell, Sydney Watts here in the 5th. Ray 1 for 2 on the day with a double. As Aubrey Smith trying to keep it close. Ray goes swinging at a first pitch, fouls it, pulls it. First base side, 0-1. Oh, and 1 the count on Ray. However, the ace of base, one of the better two-strike hitters in all of the state. That one lined into right field, tried to keep it fair, but it goes beyond the foul line, 0-2. Just kept hooking and didn't stop until it was on the wrong side of the line for Ray, 0-2. Oh, and 2 on Ayla Ray. The pitch to Ace. Chopper, second base side, getting down the line in a hurry, but the second baseman that time, and Simcoe makes the nice toss, doesn't panic, out number 1. Caitlin Mitchell, done it on defense, done it on offense. She's 1 for 2 on the day as well. 1 for 1, I should say, with the sacrifice bunt coming in the first. Third look against Aubrey Smith in this game. First pitch finds the zone, 0-1. Mitchell tries to hold up. They're going to appeal to first base, say no, she did not go around. 1-1 the count on Mitchell. The 1-1. Fouled off. That time by Mitchell, 1-2. Falcons out of the All-American Conference. Lebanon out of the Eastern Cincinnati Conference. The 1-2 to Mitchell. Outside, 2-2. Both of these teams tied at the top of their conference. 17-1 the record for Lebanon. 6-0-2 the record for Fitch, tying with Canfield at the top of their conference. 2-2 to Mitchell. Tried to run it down the third base line, but it went foul just before the bag. The count will stay 2-2. The pitch, fouling it off, Caitlin Mitchell. Will stay alive at 2-2. The 2-2. Caitlin Mitchell lines that one center field, base hit. Second hit of the day for Caitlin Mitchell. And boy, oh boy, she's brought that hot bat right into the state semifinal. Another base hit for C. Mitch. One down in the inning, bringing up Sydney Watts now.
Pitcher, number 5, Sydney Watts.
First pitch swinging by Watts, hits it to second baseman Simcoe. She tosses to first for out number 1. Caitlin Mitchell moves to second, but there's now 2 down in the inning. McKenna Hogan gets another hack at it, chance to add one more run to the Falcon lead.
Number 34, McKenna Hogan.
First pitch to Kenna. She goes swinging at the first pitch, hits it out to right center field. Running it down, though, is the center fielder Tubner for out number 3. As the Falcons once again threaten with a runner in scoring position, but once again in this game, Lebanon able to limit damage and come away unscathed in an inning. 5 innings are in the books. Austintown Fitch leads it 3-0 over Lebanon. We go to the top of the 6th with the Warriors bats coming back up.
Nestled here in the beauty and splendor of Mill Creek Metro Parks are 2 of America's best golf courses, as selected by Golf Week magazine. Ranked number 9 in Ohio by TripAdvisor. Come play like a pro on these award-winning Donald Ross-designed courses. Enjoy a round with your kids and unwind with your favorite food and drinks in the grill room. For championship golf, look no further than your backyard. Mill Creek Golf Course.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means taking care of our local customers.
Realizing, number one, that we're here for them.
To do anything that would convenience the customer.
And every day I'll go the extra mile so they can trust us.
That's what going the extra mile means, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
We, of course, thank our friends over at Greenwood Chevrolet in Austintown, one of our many proud sponsors that allow us to do what we do for you. And, of course, we want to remind you, if you want to become a sponsor here on ysnlive.com, you can check out our advertising page, ysnlive.com/advertise. You could get the rolling ad, as you see in between the 2 scores. WRS is placed in between them right now. You could have a 15-second commercial, a 30-second commercial, or go all the way up to a corporate sponsorship. Again, ysnlive.com/advertise to find the package that best fits you and your company. We have all the price points laid out for you, and it's a perfect time to join ahead of the upcoming 2023-2024 school year. Top of the 6th inning as Sydney Watts back out into the circle. She has struck out 8 to this point in the ball game and has been absolutely magnificent. Trying to bunt their way aboard. Looks like pinch hitter Jane Luzinger comes out 0-1. Luzinger actually leads the entire Lebanon team in stolen bases. The 0-1 bunt attempt again called for a strike. 0-2. The 0-2 to Luzinger. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 9 for Watts. She gets this one on 3 pitches. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. 1 down here in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch, strike delivered. As we're back to the top of the order in Reagan Vunak. Vunak has walked and struck out in this game. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, went chasing upstairs. Watts jumps ahead in the count, 0-2. Sid's ready. Hogan sets the 0-2. Called strike 3. Double digits for Watts in the state semi. 10 strikeouts. Her second looking of the game, and there's 2 down here in the 6th. Juliana Gonzalez steps back in. Righty-righty matchup. An excuse me swing goes to second. Caitlin Mitchell takes it in, tosses to first for out number 3. Through the top of the 6th inning, Sydney Watts continuing to deal 10 strikeouts through 6, allowing just 2 walks on the day. We head to the bottom half of the inning with the Falcon Bats looking to add before the 7th.
We know when it comes to insurance, you have so many choices. But if you're looking for someone who lives in your community, someone who cheers for your community, and someone who works for your community like you're part of our family, well then please let us introduce ourselves. Hi, we're Heiner Insurance. How can we help?
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
There are 4 members of GoldenStringRadio.org that works for your sports network. Super Dave, Kristen, Scotty, and myself. And if you love our work at Golden String Isle and Purple Cat, you are going to love the soon-to-be open GABA camp out of...
We're back here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and it looks like Lebanon's going to toss a new pitcher out there, as it's 20, Sophia Scheidler, the designated player that now moves into the circle for Lebanon. Trying to get a new look against the Falcon Bats as Kylie Folkwine, the first to face. Scheidler swings and misses 0-1. Scheidler on the season, 12-1 record, 74 2/3 innings pitched, 126 strikeouts in those 74 2/3 innings. Count is 1-1 on Folkwine. The 1-1. Tried to lay down the bunt. Folkwine has a go foul, 1-2. Falcons would love to add any additional runs they can before the top of the 7th, knowing the task already at hand is get 3 outs, and you get yourself back to that big stage that you haven't seen since 1993. Called strike 3 as Scheidler introduces herself to the Falcon order with a strikeout to Folkwine. 1 down here in the 6th. But for Lebanon, they elect to go to the second of their 2 arms that they've been utilizing all season, and they're doing this to ensure that it is a 3-0 game, hoping that the different look against the Falcon Bats causes some easier innings in the next 2. Sammy Severn has 2 RBI hits already on the game. Fouls it back, 1-1 the count on her. One ball, 1 strike the count. The pitch to Severn. Liner to the second baseman, Simcoe. Ole, she says, thank you very much. Nice grab off the hop for out number 2, completing it with a throw to first. Abby Toth steps back in. 7-hole hitter for Fitch. Pitch up high for a ball, 1-0. You talked about the All-American Conference. The 2 teams that tied, Austintown Fitch and Canfield, at 6-0-2 in the conference. The 2 games that they played against each other, they couldn't decide. Both ended in ties. One a 3-3 tie due to weather. The other one a 1-1 tie because both teams knew they had bigger fish to fry. Right now, Canfield is lined up in the Division II state championship game tomorrow. Fitch trying to book their ticket as well. That one fouled back, 1-2 by Toth as the count falls in favor of the pitcher, Scheidler. Scheidler trying to get a shutdown inning in the books for Lebanon before the 7th. Trying to keep the task at hand, 3 runs needed. The count 2-2 on Abby Toth. The pitch. Called strike 3 as Scheidler gets a pair of strikeouts in the inning and sends the Falcons' order down in order. We are through 6 innings of play. The Austintown Fitch Falcons lead it 3-0, heading to the final inning of regulation. Lebanon needs 3 runs. Fitch needs 3 outs. We have all the action for you after this.
HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace gone mad? Commercial or residential, 24/7. Call your hometown hero. Call Mighty Mike.
Visit Sheely's May 20th through June 3rd and choose joy. When you make a donation, receive $50 off every $500 spent. Start the season in style with new dining, living, and bedroom furniture for your home. Sleep better, dream bigger on a White Dove mattress. Freshen up your laundry room with a washer-dryer pair from Whirlpool. And with Traeger, grilling for your family and friends has never been easier. Plus, get 12-month special financing. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
It's the top of the 7th inning, and how are you folks doing at home? I can tell you it is electric here in Firestone Stadium. Falcon faithful coming to their feet before the inning, and you could just feel the electricity buzzing through this crowd, realizing that they can accomplish something that hasn't been done in 30 years, and that's get back to a state title scene here for softball. First pitch swinging and hitting long way, but foul is Ella Tubner. No one said it will be easy. 3, 4, 5 due up in the Lebanon order with Ella Tubner, Aubrey Smith, Kendall Allen. The 0-1. That one hit out third base side. Roby gave it a look but couldn't make a play on it. It's 0-2 after it drops foul. Opportunities like getting to the state title game don't come around very often for Austintown Fitch High School. Not for the lack of talent, but just for the influx of talent at the Division I and Division II levels. It's a gauntlet to get through. And when you get through it, you have to be some of the best of the best. That one tails off on Watts, off the glove of Hogan and to the netting, 1-2. Tubner, we mentioned before, a 500-plus average, 5 homers, 46 RBIs, 14 doubles on the season for the left-handed bat and the 3-hole hitter in this Warrior lineup. 1-2 the count on her, the pitch from Watts. Fouled off again as Tubner. Nice battle being shown to start this 7th inning. Lebanon just needs base runners, and they realize the importance of it. Trying to battle against Watts. 10 strikeouts on the day for Watts, the 1-2. No chase on the outside, 2-2. With the count 2-2, the pitch to Tubner. Hit that one third base side and foul again. Tubner refusing to go down without a fight. Watts, 10 strikeouts, just allowed 2 walks to this point in the ball game. Here in the top of the 7th inning, Fitch leading 3-0. 3-4-5, 2 up in the Lebanon order though. The 2-2 to Tubner. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 11 for Sydney Watts, and the first out here in the 7th inning. Aubrey Smith takes aim. Righty-righty matchup, pitcher-pitcher matchup. Smith goes cutting and missing at that first pitch, 0-1. Up high for a ball, 1 strike the count. Watts steps back into the circle, the 1-1 home. Low and just tried to block it, get in front of it, did Hogan that time. But now ahead in the count is Aubrey Smith, 2-1. Not getting any cooler out there, 88 degrees now here in Akron. Swing and a miss, 2-2 the count. Every strike that's called gets every one of these Falcon fans a little bit more on the edge of their seat. Count 2-2. The pitch to Smith. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 12, a dirty dozen for Sydney Watts in the state semifinal game. And the Lebanon Warriors are down to their final out. Kendall Allen will step in, and a "Let's Go Falcons" chant has begun amongst the Austintown crowd. First pitch tails off on Watts. It's a ball, 1-0 to start on Kendall Allen. The 1-0. Kendall Allen got caught up in between. It's a called strike anyway, 1-1. The 1-1 from Watts. Chopper to first. Abby Toth has it. Steps on the bag. Falcon fans, Falcon family, for the first time in 30 years, You're going back to the state title scene. All behind a 7-inning no-hitter by Sydney Watts, who turns video game into reality. 7 innings, 12 strikeouts, 2 walks, no hits allowed, and the Austintown Fitch Falcons have booked their ticket for tomorrow, 3 p.m. against Anthony Wayne. State championship glory on the line. And what a win by the Austintown Fitch Falcons. 3-0 your final score in this one. Sydney Watts deals the 7-inning no-hitter, striking out 12, walking 2. Sammy Severn, big-time hitter, responsible for 2 RBI hits today. And all of that combines for a 3-0 Falcon winner here in the state semifinal. Again, Austintown Fitch will be playing against Anthony Wayne tomorrow for this state championship. The Lebanon Warriors, great season overall by Lebanon, 28-4. They'll end their campaign with nothing but things to be proud about for the Warriors season as they battled to get this far, had a great season, and had a heck of a fight put up in the state semifinal game. But Austintown Fitch, for the first time since 1993, you are going back to the state championship game right back here in Akron Firestone Stadium. 3 p.m. the start time. We will be here from ysnlive.com. I want to thank you all for tuning in and watching this broadcast of YSN Live Softball. To our proud owners, both DJ Yoakley and Brian Scott, who were able to bring this game to each and every person unable to make it in attendance tonight. To our GM, Steve Leslie, who with his work with Bobstein Park Baseball, YSU Football, YSNLive.com, the many hats that Mr. Leslie wears, and we thank him for each and every single one of them. And most importantly, to all of you who tuned in and helped support these kids, schools, and communities. You guys are really and truly what YSN Live is all about, and so we thank you. If you are tuning in from the Lebanon community down in Warren County near Cincinnati, we want to thank you for your support of YSN. Hope you enjoyed the ride and hope you'll come back at some point once again. If you're right there in the Austintown community supporting the Falcons, we want to thank you for your continued and constant support of not only Austintown Fitch Athletics, but also ysnlive.com, or wherever you may be in the sport of high school softball. This is Ty Bartell bidding you all a farewell, a good day, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.